getting a dub this
I have an
weekend?
idea.
You might know.
He's got to feel pretty good, by the way, after last
guess.
week. He's got to be feeling better.
Let's see.
Hello, Eileen. This is Bucified Bert. Look, I'm so happy to be a part of the Bucs bonus, especially after that defeat last week. We put it on the Panthers. We proved to everybody that we have the answer to beat the Panthers. Now we're going to get ready to play the Dirty Birds. And you know what this is? This is going to be the division title fight for us. We're going round for round with the division leader right now. And come Monday next week, you'll see that the Buccaneers will be number one in our division. I can't wait. And tune in for Casey Sloan. She got what she have to say about the stats of the week, player of the week. All right, this is Bucified, and I'm out.
Okay, guys, I'm not going to say I manifested this, but we finally get to talk about a Buccaneers win, and I'm so excited because it was a must-win matchup that the Bucs needed to win to keep their playoff picture hopes alive. But one player stood out in particular, and I bet you can't guess who I'm going to pick for this week's Casey Stat Chat Player of the Week. Antoine Winfield Jr. finished against the Panthers with a game-high 8 tackles, 2 for a loss, 3 defended passes, a sack, a quarterback hit, and an interception. His sack against Young was his 12th since the start of the 2020 season, which tops among all defensive backs in the NFL over that span. The safety's interception was also his second of the season, tying his career high set in 2021. While the Bucs safety is this week's Casey Stat Chat Player of the Week, I obviously could not end this segment without discussing Mike Evans, who Antoine called a legend and a Hall of Famer after he notched 1,000 receiving yards for his 10th consecutive season to start a career. So that's all I have for you guys this week, and I'll see you next week when hopefully we can talk about another Bucs win.
Casey the GOAT, Casey Sloan. This is an article of hers, by the way, if you're watching. If not, just listen to me. Bucs Antoine Winfield Jr. nominated for the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award. You can check that out on WFLA.com. But, Dan, she has a point there. And I love that she did bring up Mike Evans, too, because I was like, wait a minute. And then I was listening, and I was like, yes, atta girl. Gotta acknowledge both of those guys
Mike Evans
doing the Lord's work for,
we already
for the Bucs.
We mentioned his climb up the ladder of history. By the way, I mentioned Gronk. He evened up. He caught Devontae Adams, who's an active player. So now it's a race between those two at 91. That's kind of cool.
Love that.
Yes. So up the ladder he goes on the historical rung.
Yeah.
And Antoine Winfield is. I had a conversation with Rondé Barber past summer about him.
Yeah.
He is turning himself into a great player.
Yeah.
That was Rondé's to kind of take the way he was describing him. He has the ability not just to have a nice NFL career. He has the ability to have a great NFL career. So that's somebody that you want to see keep developing. They kind of changed his role a bit last year and then brought him more back into the traditional safety role this year. And what it's done is it's given him the ability to play just about anywhere he wants to play.
Yeah.
Where they want to put him on the football field. And that's why you hear his name all the time.
Yeah. That's a bad
so
man
yes,
right
he
there.
is. He's one of he's turned into arguably the MVP of the defense with Vita Vea and the rise of Kelechi Cansey.
Yeah.